Hi Sagittarius. This is Lady T. I started this reading and I know I went through a whole introduction and everything with y'all, and I don't know what happened. So we're gonna start from the beginning, but I'm not reshuffling nothing. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hi, this is Lady T, and this is your Ancestor Speaks reading for May 2025. I don't like to do readings when my energy isn't right. So, if you don't see me doing a readings, it's one of two reasons. One, my energy isn't right, or two, I'm busy and I just can't get to it. That's the only two reasons why I don't do readings. But I work full time and I got other things going on too, just like you do. So I try to fit this in the right timing because I'm not going to give you readings when my energy isn't right. I don't like trying to do that. That it just doesn't give you what you need, and to me that's not right. So anyway, I want to say thank you for the support you've given the channel. I've been doing readings for about 3 years now, and I will be doing free readings in June. I'll tell you about how to do that as we get towards the end of the month. And I will do my best to, with those readings. My readings are in depth. I don't give you anything that is, lightweight. It's just not what I do. So we'll get into it when we get to those. But I've already, like I said, I had already started doing your reading. I was well into your reading when I noticed that my computer was not on, and I was like, "Doggone it, I forgot to hit start." But I'm not doing it over again, so we're just going to start over. I'm going to cover what I've already covered for you. Now, let's go again. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes for the channel and the support, and let's get into it, Sagittarius. Now, your overall energy cards came out. The Oshun Milk, Mother's Milk, 41. This is where you're getting the word that I used when I first spoke about this card, when I first saw it, was, the nurturing from mother. But it's also about manna from heaven. This is, beautiful, beautiful, nurturing, replenishing, renewal energy here. And it says, Oshun of Mother's Milk, number 5. So this is the change you're going to see. Things are changing. If you don't see the change right now, it is coming. It says nurturing, harvest, prosperity. A lot of gold in your card, so that tells me a lot of power, a lot of movement. You could have, you already have fire in your chart, but you could also have Leo in your chart too somewhere. Next, we have 36. We have the Oshun of unlocked gates. This is where you're getting the key to something. You didn't have it before. It wasn't the right time for you to have it. But you're getting a key. You're getting some knowledge here. And it says freedom, breaking barriers, unleashing potential. So this is where that creativity, that passion is going to come back. Next, we have 33, a master number here, with Oshun's machete. This is the cutting away of things that no longer serve. This is the seeing the truth of the matter. To me, I saw this as a crystal ball. It may not be, it could be a mirror, but that's what I saw it as, something that you are seeing the truth about. It says radical truth, clarity, self awareness here. And then this one here, I was definitely drawn to the wisdom in the card, the third eye also. And it says Oshun the Magi. This is spiritual assistance. This is ancestral energy, magic all around you that's going to help you. And it says alchemy, transformation, and change. With the 34, that's 7. So it's all about spirit, spiritual assistance, your team. Now we're going to go back through your other messages. I'm going to do these first, the first row. Okay, yeah, this was the first one. In the challenge, we have reflections, changing the tides, secrets, and shadows. So things could be revealed to you. Some things could have been hidden. I can take this card one of two ways. You could have had some very emotional times lately, very, very turbulent times here with the water there. But that's coming to an end. Again, secrets, things coming out. Think truths, right? Things need to be revealed. The other thing, this is the next card that came out. You can't fix them. With the moon card, that was the 18, so 9, and the end of those emotional times, those turbulent times for you, because you are releasing people that no longer serve you, or you are realizing that the only person you can fix is you. And that's the truth of the matter. You can help people all day long, but until they want to change, until they want to be fixed, until they want something new, something different, Are they willing to do the work? That's what it really boils down to. And that's really hard to know that, because if you have a truly giving spirit, it's very hard not to help people, and not to want to step in and do what you can to assist others. And it's a very, very true trait of your Sagittarius. But you got to be careful with that, okay? You got to realize, hey, they're not at that point yet. They're not at that stage where you can help them, and that's a lesson, okay? So we've got the heart like a lotus flower. This speaks to the beauty of your heart. This speaks to the energy of the heart chakra, perhaps reopening after some pain coming through there. Next we have it's a trick. When I saw this card, this could have been, somebody pulling a trick on you, trying to be tricky, sneaky. But the other thing I got with this is scams. So if you're going for any kind of job opportunities or anything like that to and grow your opportunities in life, and move forward in some things, make sure that it is true, that it's really an opportunity. Do your research, and this is about your life and your happiness, so you want to take the time. It says a scheme to deceive you, deception, gaslighting, manipulation, 8816, which is 7. Spiritual assistance, protection, divine intervention coming through here. Black hole void energy, popping out the hat energy, could be a surprise for you as well. But again, if it seems too real to be true, it probably is. Understand that. Next we have 8614. There's a change here with all of this craziness, this affliction, this delusion, this suffering energy, this pain that you've been going through. All of that's coming to an end. Next we have lotus eyes. So enlightenment visible through the eyes. So again, seeing things for what they are. Third eye intuition wide open here, reflection of cosmic energy within. Again, beauty of your beauty is going to shine through. We've got coming in hot. This could be somebody who's pissed off, coming at you in all kind of ways because you're not willing to be there no more. You're not willing to try to fix them, excuse me. You are doing your thing, and you're moving forward. Coming in hot could be coming in quickly too. So be careful with impulsiveness. Next, we have their prayers are useless. So this could be, divine intervention. Again, we spoke of that up there. But this is the tower coming in. This is spirit saying no more. It says divine intervention, unforgiven abomination. So something that somebody wasn't supposed to do, they did, and now they're going to reap their karma for it. Okay, now we're going to move into the Maruka X ancestral deck with some messages. And we basically ask the ancestors to come in and give you some messages based on what we've talked about so far. The first one is course correct. This is where you're going to turn things around. This is where you're no longer going to go in the same direction you were going in, because you know it's not the right path for you. So it says, in the mistakes, any mistakes you've made, you're going to let those go and you're going to move forward. This is the divine is closing doors that do not align with you. That's why you can't go through the door that you don't have the key for, right? You weren't meant to go through that door, because the divine had to step in, because whatever you were doing, wherever you were heading, was not the right direction for you. So it says the divine is closing doors that do not align with for your highest good, especially those that may steer you back into familiar patterns and constraints. The reason for it will become apparent later on. So even if you don't understand, trust and believe, Spirit's got your back. Next we have it's in the details. So be sure to take your time. That goes right back to that. It's a trick card here. I'm getting scammed big time here. Sneaky behavior and deceit. This is, pay attention to how people are. Trust your intuition around people. Believe what you feel in your gut, because it's not going to lead you astray. It's really there to protect you. So it says sneaky behavior, deceit. What you need to know lies in the details. Pay attention to the subtle cues in someone's behavior, expressions, and general demeanor, especially when words appear unclear or misleading. So yeah, if it sounds too good to be true, it don't sound right, then you best believe it's not. Next we have blue moon. So there's something that's coming in that you would never have seen coming in a million years. It's a beautiful thing. Opportunity here. Rare chance, unexpected luck. It says you're about to get a rare chance. Something extraordinary is coming your way. These opportunities don't come around too often. Grab hold of it and you'll be happy you did. So again, it's going to be a surprise to you. Remember, I talked to you about the bunny hopping out of the hat, and the look on their face. It's that surprised look there. So we got hard work though. So this job coming in is going to be a great opportunity, but you're not going to just skate through this job. You're going to put in the work, and it's going to pay off. But you got to have to stick with it. So it says discipline and commitment. Although you may not see the immediate results from your efforts, know that the work you invest in now will bear much fruit later. Stay the course. You're on the path to attaining lasting financial security. So yeah, so it was something that is going to be a great opportunity for you. Is going to require the hard work, because you don't get nothing for free in this life, and you've got to put in the hard work in order to reap the rewards later. So you don't be looking for that immediate, turnaround kind of thing. It's not going to happen that way. So we have celestial assistance, again, spiritual team all over this. Your ancestors, your spiritual team with you. It says divine support in fated events. There is something that is destined to be yours and yours alone. Trust in the power of the divine forces to gently guide you towards where you should be. Stick with it and see where it takes you. So trust, have faith and trust. Keeps coming through. Self-love, self-interest, self-respect. Your self-beliefs influence every aspect of your life, so nurture yourself with love. Create a life that supports and elevates your unique spirit, and release anything that doesn't. Yeah, that's that releasing, letting go energy I felt up there. And then the last one, denial. Okay, this could be you're in denial, someone around you is in denial, something about denial. It says rejection, ignorance. The guides encourage you to bravely acknowledge the true issues that exist in your relationships. It might be tough, but without this step, those shadows will never have the chance to heal. So there's some shadow work that we need to look at, we need to own, and we need to just say, yes, this is happening, and I need to accept that it's happening. I need to accept these parts of the situation, the truth, right? Let's go ahead and get into a journey within healing trauma messages for Sagittarius, please. Messages for Sagittarius, please. Okay, we have, okay, yep. And these might be almost coming out in the reverse, but not quite. Okay, so we've got overwhelming fear of the unknown. Yeah, so there's some kind of fear you got going on here that we need to work through here. It says trauma, anxiety over change and uncertainty. Remedy, build resilience and embrace adaptability. So this is asking you to step into the situation, have faith and confidence in yourself and spirit that got your back, but you've got to overcome this fear. It says forgiveness practices. Trauma, holding on to anger, often from past hurts. Remedy, release resentment through forgiveness rituals. So performing some forgiveness rituals to release the anger, the hurt of the past is really going to be important for you. Perfectionism, okay, you can't be perfect. Nobody is. So being a perfectionist is only being hypercritical of you. So it says trauma, fear of imperfection stemming from conditional love. Remedy, embrace flaws and practice self-kindness. Okay, so this is about you maybe reparenting yourself even. Self-worth wound, yeah. There's somewhere within you that you don't feel worthy. It says trauma, belief in being inadequate, often from harsh criticism. Remedy, use gratitude journaling and self-love mantras. So again, using mantras, affirmations, whatever it is that you do for you, because we're all different. Not everything I tell you is going to work for each person. You may have to come up with your own thing, right? But taking the time to do this is going to be important. We have a rejection wound, trauma, feeling unloved or unworthy, typically from past rejection. Remedy, cultivate self-acceptance through affirmations. Yeah, we talked about mantras, now we're talking about affirmations. And then we have workaholism, trauma, obsession with productivity, often to escape emotional pain. Remedy, prioritize balance, incorporate restful routines. So we got to have some balance here. We can't be a workaholic. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything else. Okay, that's it. We had another one come out. Okay, we've got feelings lost or directionless. Trauma, lack of clarity, often from unfulfilled aspirations. Remedy, engage in soul searching and set purposeful goals. So this is about setting the plan step by step and achieving it, and having that tenacity, discipline, fortitude, resilience to keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, now we're going to move into the next group of ancestral messages for you from the Divine Leia Goddess. What is this? Voice of the Ancestors deck. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? Ancestors, what do we have for Sagittarius, please? What messages do we have for Sagittarius? Based on what we've talked about so far, or anything else you want to tell Sagittarius, please give me some messages. Messages for Sagittarius. Okay. Okay. So we have beliefs come out in the challenge. It says your belief system is being tested currently. See if you are in alignment with your desired outcome. Faith is confidence in the consistent effort you're making. Inspiration. So perhaps you need to really believe in what you're doing. And if you don't, really assess why. If that's really not for you, own it and move forward and figure out what is for you. We got something about a guilt trip here. Be careful of being guilt tripped into giving your power or energy away. It's a trap awareness. So again, this person, you can't fix them. This person coming in hot, somebody's trying to come in and guilt trip you into doing something, and that's not cool. Don't fall for it. Next, we have in the upright, we have cornucopia. This signifies abundance, materialized manifestations, and a lucky break, unexpected breakthrough, positive results, outcomes. So beautiful cornucopia energy coming in for you. Very consistent with the, where is it? Where was that card? Celestial Assistance card. There was another card though. Blue Moon. That's the one I was talking about. Next we have validation. It says be careful of overextending your energy in need of being validated to make certain choices or to take action towards your desires. Validate yourself instead of looking for outside recognition. And this is investments. I'm sorry, adjustments. So maybe understanding where that need in you to be validated externally, that's usually like a codependent kind of energy, that you need to seek validation, people pleasing kind of energy. So be real careful with that, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and get some more, please. Ancestors, what else do you have to say to Sagittarius? Other messages for Sagittarius? Okay. Almost in the reverse, we have bed. It says this signifies resting, sleep, dreams, and night routines. More downtime, insomnia, not enough sleep, chaotic bedtime schedule. Yeah, this is where you're going to pay attention to the fact that you need rest. Pay attention to the fact you need quality rest, kind of energy. So yeah, because this almost came out in the reverse. So we'll go ahead and turn that back the way that it came out. What else do we have, please, ancestors? Messages for Sagittarius. Last go round. Okay, we had this one come out, we had this one come out, and then we have these almost in the reverse. Okay, let's see. First one we have is mind your business. It's either they're minding your business or you're not minding your own. When you focus on your own choices and decisions, growth follows. Being too nosy is just a distraction from the bigger purpose. seeking. So this is about you, again, that focus come on yourself, really, Sagittarius, at this time. Really important. We have Spirit Baby next. It says your offspring is of significance to you. You have a contract to carry on to the next manifesting generation. The portal is open and they are prepared to materialize bloodline. So this could be a spiritual baby from other past lives trying to be born. Not necessarily physically born, but spiritually born, okay? Doesn't mean you're going to have a baby, even though it could. I'll put it out there. Next, we have invest. This almost came out in the reverse. It said diligent, I can't even speak. Diligent investments will bring abundance, outcomes, and opportunities. Invest in stocks, crypto, forex, real estate, or something that can bring passive income. Rewarding events ahead. Finance. Again, almost in the reverse. We'll leave it at the angle it came out. And then we have coven, again in the reverse. So we have expect to make an agreement between you and another, or possibly a group of people that are like-minded. This covenant is spiritually binded and set in stone by the divine ancestors. With this agreement brings prosperity for generations to come, and we have contracts. So again, that came out in the reverse. So maybe you don't, you're not seeing this. It's not happening right now. Kind of energy is what I'm getting, or this no longer is on the table is also what I'm getting. Not the right time, not the right people, all of that. First one out my hand, the sacred fire. Let's get them all out and then we'll read them, and then that'll be it for you, Sagittarius. Okay, flipped on my hand. Okay, fall out. Okay, stuck in my hand, so we'll take those. Okay, these are your closeout messages, Sagittarius. First one we have here is the sacred fire. The sacred fire holds their prayers. Let its warmth remind you of their blessings. Light a flame to honor your ancestors. It bridges your soul with theirs and invites their divine blessings. So again, really, really honoring your ancestors at this time by lighting a flame, a candle, spending time with them, praying to them, asking for their assistance, but also being thankful for all that they do for you now and always. We have the keepers of stories. Their stories live within you. Honor their lessons and carry them forward. Learn from family tales and wisdom. The stories hold power to inspire and guide your path. So this could be where you are being given some past stories of your family, your line, and how things happen, kind of energy, so that it is can be used as wisdom and as a tool for you to move forward with. We have the blessing of prosperity. The seeds of abundance planted by your ancestors flourish in your life. Prosperity flows through ancestral blessings. Honor their efforts by building a life of gratitude and abundance. So again, appreciating the blessings coming your way through your ancestors. But this is about you focusing on you and you honoring the blessings and being grateful for them. And by doing so, you protect them and you use them wisely. We've got the bridge between worlds. The bridge of prayer unites realms. Connect with your ancestors through devotion. Create sacred rituals or moments of prayer to strengthen your connection with ancestral spirits. So remember, that was that first one we were talking about there, where you spend some time with your ancestors and you thank them. You pray to them, you ask for their assistance, but you also thank them. We have the eternal guardian. Your guardian ancestors walk with you. Their presence protects your soul. For their presence in challenging moments, they stand by you, ensuring you are never alone. We have the sacred warrior. The warrior spirit of your ancestors rises within. Fight for truth and righteousness. Your ancestors' bravery flows in your veins. Stand tall and fight with integrity and purpose. And we have the ancestor shield, the shield of protection forged by love and courage. Stand strong. You are safeguarded by ancestors. Stand firm, knowing they protect your heart and spirit. So again, you could have been through a lot. You could have been hurt in many ways, but again, you are protected as you move forward, and you have always been protected. But you are here to learn and grow, and some of that has to happen, and it's not always the most pleasant way. And we have the sacred thread. The thread of tradition ties generations, honor the truth and practices of your lineage. Practice family traditions to strengthen and bond with your ancestors. They carry spiritual power and blessings. So that will be it for you, Sagittarius. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Much love, Lady T.